In the heart of New Zealand, a land celebrated for its breathtaking landscapes yet notorious for its seismic volatility, sits Christchurch, a city that has faced more than its fair share of nature's wrath. This is the story of Christchurch, a city that has battled against overwhelming odds. It all began in 2010, with a massive 7.1 magnitude earthquake, followed just months later by an even more destructive 6.3 magnitude quake. Together, these seismic events brought the city to its knees, destroying 80% of its urban area. The first quake struck in September 2010, a jarring reminder of New Zealand's precarious position on the volatile Ring of Fire, the path along the Pacific Ocean characterized by frequent seismic and volcanic activity. The initial quake shook the foundations of Christchurch, causing widespread damage, but miraculously sparing the city from any fatalities. However, it was a foreshadowing of what was to come. Buildings were weakened, infrastructures were compromised, and the nerves of the population were frayed.
While residents in Aleppo watch on as their city crumbles.
Just as the city was navigating its path to recovery, the February 2011 earthquake hit. This second quake was lower in magnitude but shallow and centered closer to the city, and thus more destructive. It toppled buildings, cracked roads, and broke the spirits of many. Iconic landmarks crumbled. Homes, businesses, and schools were reduced to debris.
The main aftershock, which did all the damage on the 22nd of February in 2011, was a disastrous experience. And my wife and I were in town on the street the day that happened, and it's something you'd never forget.
The city's historic cathedral, a centerpiece of community life and a major tourist attraction, lay in ruins, its spire completely shattered. The human toll was devastating. 185 lives were lost, and thousands were injured. The emotional and psychological impact on the survivors was profound, with the community plunged into mourning and uncertainty about the future.
Well, it's very noisy and it moved around a lot. It shook very hard, and it seemed to take a heck of a long time to stop. We Wellingtonians, we're used to earthquakes, but this was a bit much.
I was so scared. I was starting to feel like I was going to start crying.
The economic impact was staggering as well, with the cost of rebuilding estimated in the billions, setting the stage for what would become New Zealand's costliest natural disaster. Emergency response teams from across New Zealand and around the world came to assist with rescue operations. The international community offered support, and a massive humanitarian effort was underway. Citizens banded together, showcasing remarkable solidarity.
Love you. Love you. Bye. Mom and Dad, all right? Yeah.
Strangers became neighbors as they shared resources and comfort. Following the devastation, the city of Christchurch embarked on a visionary journey, transforming tragedy into an opportunity for innovation and improvement. The rebuild was not just about restoring what was lost, but about creating a city that was safer, more sustainable, and more reflective of the community's spirit and aspirations. Urban planners and architects collaborated with engineers and seismologists to integrate cutting-edge earthquake-resistant technologies into the new infrastructure. The city's layout was thoughtfully redesigned to enhance livability and accessibility, incorporating green spaces and pedestrian pathways that invited residents and visitors alike to explore and reconnect. Christchurch also embraced a shift towards sustainability. New buildings were constructed with eco-friendly materials and designed to use energy more efficiently. The community rallied around initiatives to preserve natural resources and promote environmental stewardship, setting a new standard for urban development in a post-disaster context. Furthermore, Christchurch's recovery strategy involved the community in the planning process, ensuring the city's new landscape would meet the needs and hopes of its residents. New public spaces, upgraded facilities, and accessible community centers were developed, fostering a sense of ownership and pride among the populace.
An 8-stage process of progressively adding stability facade by facade to the project, global structural strength, a combination of temporary works and reinstated permanent work.
This blend of tradition and innovation in Christchurch's reconstruction efforts has not only restored its skyline but has redefined what it means to build resilience into the very heart of a city. Each rebuilt structure and each new development stands as a testament to the strength and ingenuity of Christchurch, marking its transition from devastation to a hopeful, sustainable future. The rebuild of the Christchurch Cathedral was a meticulous undertaking, blending historical fidelity with modern technological advancements. This process was like a complex dance, carefully choreographed to balance respect for the past with the necessities of present-day engineering. Each stone of the cathedral was treated with reverence. After the earthquakes, these stones lay amidst the rubble, each a fragment of history. The restoration team undertook the painstaking task of cataloging each piece, identifying its original position and assessing its condition. This cataloging was critical not just for restoration, but for retaining the cathedral's historical accuracy and architectural integrity.
One of the biggest challenges for the cathedral was making sure that it was recognisable, but that it was also resilient. So using authentic heritage materials was really important, but we also needed to find ways to make those resilient for the next 100 years.
Modern technology played a pivotal role in ensuring that the rebuilt cathedral would withstand future seismic events without losing its historic character. Techniques such as laser scanning and 3D modeling were employed to create precise replicas of damaged or lost elements, allowing architects and engineers to integrate these with the original structure seamlessly.
The amount of work that we knew we had to do, the partnerships we had to make, we knew we needed to be a 3D modelling, cloud-based company. That meant we made a decision to move to Revit.
For many, stepping back into the restored Christchurch Cathedral was profoundly symbolic, representing more than just the reopening of a building. It was a poignant homecoming to a cherished community landmark, a place deeply woven into the fabric of daily life and personal histories in Christchurch. The cathedral had stood as a beacon of faith, resilience, and community spirit, enduring through the city's trials and triumphs before the earthquakes tore it asunder. The restoration process itself was a rallying point for the community, a shared project that transcended mere architectural work to become a collective act of healing and remembrance. As the cathedral's familiar silhouette once again graced the skyline, it offered a tangible sign of progress and normalcy, a reassurance that the communal bonds disrupted by the natural disaster were being mended. When residents set foot inside the revived cathedral, they were not just entering a building, they were reconnecting with a core part of their community identity that had been painfully absent. The space inside, once filled with the echoes of loss, now resounded with a renewed promise of strength and continuity. This wasn't just a physical restoration. It was an emotional and spiritual affirmation of the city's resilience and a shared commitment to rebuild stronger than before. Today, Christchurch stands as a testament to what human resilience and unity can achieve. It's not just the structures that make a city, but the spirit of its people. Christchurch, once marked by tragedy, now shines as a beacon of hope and endurance. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. To discover more about Christchurch and its inspiring story, subscribe to our channel and dive deeper into the world of transformative cities. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below with your thoughts and experiences.